Hello, I'm Julia, and so I've been, this is a great start. I've been watching a lot of knitting podcasts lately because I haven't been able to sit with my friends and talk about knitting a lot, so I've been sitting and listening to other people I don't know talk about knitting, and I really wanted to give it a go. So we'll see if this works. This is go one. I'm thinking I'm just gonna do it as like a monthly thing because, at least to start out with, because as you'll see, I don't have a lot going on. I have two main projects I'm trying to finish, one of which hopefully I'll finish by the end of the week. And so when I finish those, I can cast some more stuff on, and I'll talk about things I want to cast on later in the episode too. But I also wanted to start like each episode with what I'm reading, because I feel like there's a lot of crossover between the knitting and the book community. So I have the book that I'm reading right now. First I'll tell you a little bit about myself. So my name is Julia. I'm 22 and I live in a small town in Southwest Virginia. Southwest Virginia. God, not Southern West Virginia, Southwest Virginia. Abingdon, Virginia. It's amazing. It's a little tourist town. People come from, we've got a trail called the Creeper Trail. People come from all over the country, all over the world, really, to just see the leaves in the fall, which is understandable because it's less beautiful in my backyard. All the leaves are already gone, but it's very lovely. My friend and I went on a walk Saturday after they announced the election results, and it was just so nice and lovely. I felt like a weight had been lifted off my chest for the first time in 4 years. So I really it was amazing. It was just a nice walk, beautiful nature. That's where I live. It's very nature heavy. But in town, there's a yarn shop called Allegro Yarn, which is where I work. We also have people come from all over just for a yarn shop, which I love. It's such a nice community, and obsessed with it. I've met a lot of my friends through it, so that's really nice. I also dye yarn. My hand-dyed yarn is Lia Fibers, which I thought I would talk about that some, but I don't have any over here with me. No, it's all over there. I might talk a little bit at the end, but I don't have a lot going on in the shop right now. Just the things that I have had. We'll see. We'll see how much time I kill. If we need some filler, I'll talk about it. But I did kind of want to set this up as like Stress Knits podcast, which is my top two. She's amazing. But she does like all of her knitting stuff at the beginning. I wish I would stop doing that. But she does all of her knitting at the beginning, and then she talks about her yarn, which I might do. If you guys are interested in that. If you're not, let me know. So, okay, without further ado, I'll get started. Okay, so the book I'm reading right now is The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. Is that going to be backwards? Maybe it'll flip it. If it flips, oh my gosh, okay. Anyway, that's not important. This is going to be a mess, but I don't care. I've already recorded this once. Hated it. It was bad. I wasn't even in my cute little corner. Look how cute this chair is. $10 for my friend's neighbor. Anyway, so this is gonna be a mess, like I said, but I'm a mess, so it works. So I'm reading The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab. She's my favorite author ever. She's amazing. Everything she writes, I love. One of them I didn't love at the beginning, but then toward the end, it was very good. Just because it wasn't like my thing. It was well written, and oh my god, shut up. Okay, so look how beautiful this is. Look at that. Look at that. In my mouth. Anyway, so The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue is about a girl born in 1714. Not 1714. Sometime in the 1700s. She's from 1714. She didn't want to live an insignificant life, so she would pray every night to the gods, wanting, like the old gods, wanting someone to answer her because she didn't want to get married, she didn't want to have kids, she didn't want to live an insignificant life. So, the local crone in her village told her to never pray to gods that answer after dark. And she never does, but then one night she's desperate because she's about to get married and it's her last chance. So she gives away all that she has and she makes a deal with a god who answers after dark. And in doing that, she sells her soul and she lives forever. But, well, she's immortal until she doesn't want her soul anymore. She says, you can have my soul when I don't want it anymore. I love her so much. Okay. But she, so she lives forever. A big chunk of this takes place in 2014. And, the only thing is no one remembers her. She's cursed with being forgotten. Everyone she meets, her family doesn't remember her. Nobody does. She'll meet somebody, they'll have a good time, she'll turn around, like, they'll leave, come back, never seen her before. Until she finds someone who does remember her. And that's what the story's about. And I'm a little over halfway through, and I'm aggressively obsessed with it. It's so heartbreaking, but so good, and I just want to cry on every page. And I know I'm gonna cry at the end, because my friend already told me that he cried, and he's not much of a crier, and I am. So, anyway, I could talk about books all day. This could just be a book podcast. No, it won't. I'll talk about my knitting. But this is what I'm reading. It's very good. I'll give you an update next month when I finish it, because I should finish it this week. It smells really good. So yes, I highly recommend. I recommend all of her books. She wrote A Darker Shade of Magic, which, my favorite series ever. Everyone who knows me knows that because I won't shut up about it. I have yarn named after it. I have candles. I have everything. Not everything. I'm not, well, I am very obsessed, but it's so good, and the characters are also complex. Anyway, okay, I'll stop. That's enough about books. This is the recommendation of the week. I really hope this isn't, I hope it like flips. If it doesn't, I'll be really mad. Okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If it doesn't, you know what it's called. Okay, okay. So we'll start with finished objects. And my first one is going to be this guy, my Zweig by Caitlin Hunter. I used, oh, I hit my throat. For the main color, this is Yummy 2-ply from Miss Babs in Cygnus. I bought this along with this skein to do a colorwork sweater in these two, and I knit the yoke of it, but then I was about 60 stitches short when I went to separate for the sleeves. I don't know how, but I took it out and I'm not knitting it again. I mean, I might knit the pattern, but not out of this yarn. I don't want to knit the same thing twice. No, the phone's ringing, but I'm not going to answer it. So yes, this is also a Yummy 2-ply. I don't remember what this color is, but it's so pretty. I don't like pink a lot. You wouldn't know it from looking at my shelf because I've got a lot, or my, I like certain pinks. Okay, anyway, that's not important. So, and then this contrasting color is Poppy from Hello Stella on her basic Stella base. So this is 4-ply and 2-ply, and this is a little heavier feeling, but it's not, I did the same thing with my other Zweig. It's not too bad. Like, it's, I don't know. This is, oh my gosh, one of my favorite knits to date. All of my favorite knits are right here in the frame right now. I'll talk about those in a minute. So this is my first Zweig. I used Euro Sock from Mad Tosh. I don't remember what this color is called. Oh wait, I have a skein of it right here in the color Cactus. Very cute. I knit this at the beginning of 2019. It was my, whenever I go to a concert, I cast on a sweater. I don't, because then it's like a little, so this was my Gregory Alan Isakov concert sweater. And it just makes me so happy. But a fun fact about Julia, I used to knit every single stitch twisted until last October, because I was knitting a sweater for a concert. And my friend was like, I messed up on something, and she's like, oh, let me look at it. And she looked at it, she's like, oh wait, these are twisted, let me fix them. And she's like, Every single one of these are twisted, and then I wanted to cry. I was so embarrassed, but it makes for a fun story. I worked at a yarn shop, and I knit every stitch twisted. I don't anymore. My knitting has improved greatly. But anyway, so this is Miss Babs' Kira, which is a sport weight. I used a sport weight and a sock weight in the same sweater. So this one is a lot heavier in the lace. But also look how pretty it is. I love it a lot. So, oh, I'm getting a little sneezy. I'm allergic to cats and dogs, and I have a cat and a dog running around here. Oh gosh, sorry. That was gross. Anyway. Finished objects. Okay, so that one, I have my Socktober socks, or I have 2 pair of them here, and one is a whip because I had to stop knitting socks because my hand, like I use 9-inch circulars, and when I was knitting like tiny all month, I barely worked on anything else. My hands hurt so bad, so I took a break. My hair's falling down. Okay. I'm gonna look like a wreck, but that's fine. Oh, little centipede. How cute. Okay. So I did all of my Socktober socks out of my hand-dyed yarn. So this little vanilla sock, I started with a vanilla sock because I didn't want to go too hard. So this is, stop it. This is Legs for the Sea, the colorway, on my Boone sock base, which is a BFL, 75 BFL, 25 nylon. And they're like, it's not, it's a little bit more rustic than your average 75-25 merino. I wish you'd stop. Let me, that made it worse. Oh my god. I'm livid. Okay, well, we'll resituate here because it's not as bad. Okay, so this is 75% BFL, 25% nylon, and I love a BFL yarn. Like, another one I'm working on is BFL. I have a couple BFLs, like, bases. I just have, oh my gosh. I have Boone sock, just taking that down. I have Boone sock in the shop online, but the other bases I haven't updated them yet. I have some at the yarn shop. The yarn shop that I work at, we carry my yarn, and I'm livid. Get out of here, son. That's gonna be good enough. Okay, so yes, this is Legs for the Sea. It's a Gregory Alan Isakov lyric. It was very sea-like. So these are just basic, I'm talking way too much about this vanilla sock, but they're really nice. I've worn them quite a bit since October, because I knit these at the beginning of October. I love a sock. This is my little sock basket. Okay, so next pair is also out of my yarn. This is the tea leaves sock. Let me get the, look at that. This is the second pair of these socks that I've knit, and I will continue to knit this pattern because, oh my god, look at that. And it's so simple. Like, I knit one of these, like all of this in a day. I usually break my socks down in, like, I knit the cuff in one day. If it's like a vanilla sock or something like this, it's really quick. If it's, I don't for everything because sometimes I get distracted by other projects and don't finish them, but I knit like the cuff and the leg in one day. Then I did the heel one day, and then the toe. So that's how I set it up for Socktober, because I had like a deadline. I knit 2.5 pair of socks for Socktober, which is less than I wanted to do. I wanted to do a full 3, but then, like I said, my hands were aching by the end of the month. Oh, but this is my Eltz sock base, 75-25, you know, your basic sock base, but this colorway is Dandelion Wine, which is another Gregory Alan song. Legs for the Sea isn't the song, it's Dark, 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 but that's a lyric in it. So good. I love him so much. So yes, Dandelion Wine on my Eltz sock base, Tea Leaves by Lindsey Fowler. I should have included that. So throw that, oh my god. I'll put all of the information about like the yarn and the patterns in the description, because there are a couple names on here I might mispronounce, and it will be, I mean, I've read over it a lot, and I think I've got one of them down, but the other one I'm not sure of. Okay, so finished objects. I haven't been finishing a lot recently, but you've never seen me before, so you don't know what I've been knitting. So, okay, both of these are samples for the yarn shop that I work at, but I've stolen them over the past week, and I'm gonna take them back today when I go in. But so this is the soundtrack sweater. Oh my gosh, I didn't look up who this was by. Soundtrack sweater. It was the 4-day knit along this year, but I can't remember what her name is. Anyway, I knit this for the shop. I can't wait to bring it home because it's so lovely. This is in Miss Babs Yowza. Just based off of this podcast, you're gonna think that I'm a huge Babs fan, which I love Babs. We sell her at my local yarn shop. She's local to us. She's like 20 minutes, well no, like I would say 30 minutes away. Maybe a little longer. I don't know. She's in Mountain City, Tennessee, and we're in Abingdon, Virginia. We're her local yarn shop. So she has her yarn at our shop, and you know, people come for the Babs, I'll say. Understandably so. She's amazing. So the main color is called Rosy Finch. Just a nice little speckled, slight variegated. I don't love a variegated yarn all that much, but I love a speckle. I mean, look at that. It's so cute. Rosy Finch, and this is Russet, which I use barely any of this game. Hang on, it's under my chair. I still have this monstrosity left. I'm thinking I might knit like a, I don't know, something for my mom, because this is a very, this is a color that, oh my god, my mom would really like. I don't know how to do this. But yes, Russet. I'm rambling a lot, and I'm really sorry about it, but that's just how I talk. Okay, so that's the soundtrack sweater, Miss Babs Yowza. This, my dear friends, is the Felix Pullover by Amy Christoffers, I believe. Let me block the sun with that. It's got this very nice little lace detail. I mean, you've seen this. It's a very popular pattern. But this is in Blue Sky Extra, which is their Aran base. It's 50% alpaca, 50% wool. And I didn't wash my swatch. I knit this at the beginning of the year, but I'm talking about it because I don't take it off. It's very pilly because it's alpaca and wool. But I didn't wash my swatch, and it grew exponentially. It's so oversized. It's massive, and I cried when I took it out of the water and it was that big. Because when I knit it, it was fitted perfectly. Like, it was very, I would say 1 to 2 inches of positive ease. This has about 12 or something like that. I mean, I haven't measured it, but if I had to guess, like, it's quite big. But I've existed in it. It got cold. I haven't taken it off. It got warm again. And I have taken it off. I know. It's too hot. It's too hot in this guy right now, but I wanted to show you, so I put it in. Okay, so Amy Christoffers Felix Pullover. I have a sweaters quantity that I bought for the Felix cardigan. It's down here. It's Peace Fleece worsted. This is the exact yarn that Stacy of Stress Knits knit hers out of. Recently, I think she just finished it. I don't remember. I think she put it on Instagram that she finished it, but it is Palomino and their worsted base. We sell this at Allegro yarn too. Pretty rustic, but I like that. It doesn't bother me too much. I get a little itchy sometimes, like under my arm I have eczema, which also I have it on my finger, so if I ever show you something and like you can kind of see it right there. If I ever show you something and my hand looks disgusting, I have not just dipped it into a vat of acid. That's just how it is. But I'm thinking about doing this, but I want to knit the pullover and then steek it because I desperately want to steek something. I just haven't had the guts to do it, and I think this would be a good pattern for it. Anyway, we're not talking about planned projects yet. Calm down. Oh my god, 20 minutes. I haven't even gotten to my whips yet. Okay, quick. I'm not gonna rush it, so sorry about it. I wish the frame was bigger. So this next project I started in February, and my plan is to finish it this week. It is the Delicate Cardigan. That sunbeam is really making me mad. Hang on, let me move this. Let me see if I can situate it so it doesn't do that. Okay, thank God. Let me turn in my seat. All right. So this, my dear friends, is my Delicate Cardigan. It looks like the tiniest little sleeve, but it's ribbed. It's a 3x1 rib. 3x1. Oh my gosh, I'm in love with this pattern. I always wanted to knit a long cardigan because I used to wear them all the time. I don't as much anymore. I tend to wear like slightly cropped things. This one is slightly, it's not that long, it's slightly cropped. But I really wanted a long cardigan, so I'm knitting it. It's also not super long. I kind of separated, I'm doing a split hem. The pattern doesn't call for it. The pattern also calls for pockets, and I'm not doing that, but. So this is it. I did the first piece. Sorry that I'm sneezing so much. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I did the first part of the split hem last night. So this is it. I'm working on the back right now. The back's gonna take the longest, and then I'll do the front. But hopefully I get to meet some friends this week in the park and knit so we can be safely distanced so I can make some progress on this. I always knit so much when I'm around my friends. Anyway, so this is out. Oh my god, another Babs pattern. You're gonna hate me. No, I'm kidding. It's just, she's the first indie dyer I ever bought any of her yarn. I don't have any of those skeins anymore. Nope, I have the first skein I ever bought of hand-dyed yarn. Why am I talking about that? That's not important. Shut up. Anyway, that's the first skein of hand-dyed yarn I ever bought, if you want to know. It's really pretty and I need to do something out of it. Okay. Shut up. Okay. So this is the Delicate Cardigan by Annamária Ötvös. I'm gonna put it in the description. I know I probably messed that up. But it's just a very simple 3x1 rib. It's an interesting construction. You cast on at the neck, right back here, and then you knit down a certain amount. I don't remember how many stitches or how many rows, and then pick up stitches on the cast on edge and knit down. Then you pick up stitches along the bottom, knit down, and you continue this pattern all the way down, so it makes for a really nice edge, which is much better than doing like an applied border. A nice border, that's what it's called. So yeah, you just knit. This is just like a 1x1 rib here, and then it's 3x1 for the rest. Fun pattern. It's just taken me a long time because once I got, and that hasn't been me knitting consistently on it since February. It's November now, if you wanted to know. The election just happened. But I already talked about that, I think. I don't remember. I was just kind of talking to myself earlier, warming up for it. So I don't know what I said to you, and I don't know what I said to myself. And my dog, I don't know where she went, though. Very lovely. Once I got past the sleeves, I knit the sleeves first because I knew it would take me a long time if I didn't. So those didn't take long at all. And now I'm just flying away on it. It's not that long. I thought it was going to be longer. I don't care anymore. I just want to be finished. So this is out of Miss Babs' Katadhin, which is a light fingering. I'm using the colorway Moss. That's pretty true to color, yeah. Katadhin is the biggest skein ever to exist. I wish I had one fully. It is 10 yards short of being a mile. It's 1,750, and a mile is 1,760 yards. Which, Babs skeins are usually a bit heavier, so it could have been a mile of yarn. I don't know. I'll have to weigh it when I'm done, along with the scraps. I still have 700 yards left in this. It's insane. So I'll have to find something else to knit with that. Okay. Sorry, that's really gross. I'm sneezing so much. I think it's because my cat sits in this chair sometimes, and now I'm sitting in this chair. Oh well. Okay, so my next project, my next work in progress, is the Powder and Dust Shawl by Veera Vällmäki. Vällmäki, I think, is correct. I could also be very far off. I should have looked at pronunciations. I don't know why I didn't. If I pronounce them wrong and you know, please let me know. Okay, anyway. So it's got this very nice little lace detail. Look how cute. I love it. So this is for my sister. She started she started teaching this year, and her classroom is the coldest room that I've ever been in. Except now she says it's too hot because they've turned the heat on, so she might not need it now. Anyway, all of the yarn that we picked out for it, she bought the yarn and I'm knitting it. It's all A Court of Thorns and Roses themed, which is her favorite book series. So it's from Dragon Hoard Yarns. There's 2 different bases. I don't remember what the bases are though. Well, I remember the fiber content. This one's 85-15 for the first color. So it's so soft and lovely, and that's the one that's going to be up against her neck, so that's good. But this one is called Obsidian Salt. I've not read these books. I don't get any of the references. It's on my to be read. It's on my bookshelf over there. I just haven't gotten around to it. Because I've been reading V.E. Schwab on repeat. So this is Obsidian Salt. And then we've got Gothic Daydream, which it is a very, very light speckled. I wish the sun would stop. I really picked the wrong spot. The windows, well, you saw the window, it's right here. But yes, this is Obsidian Salt. Don't get the reference. And this one's Cauldron Born. It's purple, so it's going to be a bit more of an aggressive fade. But the sample, like her pattern, hers is like that too. So I've already faded in the second color. It's hard to tell, but I have. Up close you can kind of, not really though. But it's very light. So this was going to be more aggressive. Hers is like a very light, like a white with a light speckle, and then like a slightly pinker under it, and then like a black at the bottom. So it is more aggressive. So this will fit with like the sample that she did. I wish online it looked more consistent. But it's hand-dyed yarn online. You're not gonna be able to tell. It's fine. We're okay with it. I just need to finish it because it's hers. It's not for me. I have this thing where I desperately want to finish all of my knitting by the end of the year so I can start fresh. I don't know why. I've always done it. Oh, but I could have told you about my bags. Anyway, this is just a bag that an Instagram friend of mine made, and she sent it to me for the Secret Santa sock swap last year. It's named something different. It's not Christmas themed because some people were like, I don't celebrate Christmas and I don't want it. Anyway, so she changed it. Okay. So it's just got this cutest little bear on it. She made this. Look at this. It's got a cork bottom, little bear, stop, sun, and then the cutest fabric on the inside. I'm obsessed with it. I use it all the time. Okay. Anyway. All right. We're almost done. I just have socks left. Okay. I'm so sorry. This is gross. I sound like a disgusting animal. Okay. So this, the socks I have to show you are all just vanilla socks. This is just a vanilla sock. This is the Little Women sock set from Woolberry Fiber Co. Which, one of my favorite dyers. She's amazing. I'm about to sneeze again. Nope, maybe not. Okay. I'm sick of it. But you're getting a real taste of the real me. I'm always sneezing. I'm always rambling. I'm always getting distracted. And I'm always saying like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Because I can't stay focused. Anyway, Little Women sock set from Woolberry Fiber Co. It was a club at the beginning of the year that I did. I just did this month because I didn't care about anything else. I just wanted the Little Women. Because it's one of my favorite books. So cute. Just a light purple with some speckles. And I love the yellow. I wouldn't have chosen the yellow for the contrasting color, but I love it. Very cute. And so my second sock looks like this because I haven't started knitting it. Okay. So we'll just put this back down in here. Okay. Next. This is another sock. I just finished it. Not yesterday, but the day before. Nope, yesterday morning. I finished it yesterday morning before work. It's just this commercial yarn I got at Allegro yarn a long time ago. It's put up in like this kind of thing. It's called Allegro, and it's 95% cotton, 5% nylon, I believe is the breakdown. I was looking for the tag, but I couldn't find it anywhere, so I don't know. I'll have to look. I'm going into work soon. I don't have my watch. I don't know what time it is. I could be late. I'm not. It was like 9:30. I go in at noon, but it's really nice. It's very springy. It's a super soft yarn, so I really wanted to knit some socks out of it. So here's the first one. I'm not in love with the pattern on it. Not really my kind of thing, but you know, I'll live. They're gonna be comfortable. Actually, I mean, I don't hate it. It's fine. Shut up, Julia. Okay. But it is very, like, springy. It's really nice to work with. It's very soft. Really like it. I'll find out the information and I'll put it in the description. In the show notes, as they say. Okay. One last whip. This is just this is my other pair of Socktober socks. This is on my cashmere sock base. Oh, I'm in love with it. It's so soft. It's amazing. I started the heel flap. I've barely started the heel flap, and my hands were just aching, so I stopped. I'll pick this back up. It's just a simple vanilla sock, so I can knit it whenever. But this is in the high tea colorway. It's this very light pink with light speckles. I hate the sun. I'm gonna put up a cardboard piece right here so we don't get any glare. But oh my gosh, I can't show you because it just looks pink from here, but it's got speckles. It's got little speckles. Okay, we're gonna do those. See, it's got little speckles. Okay, it's worthless. I mean, it's useless, not worthless. It's nice yarn. It's not worthless. I mean, I would say so because I dyed it, but anyway. Those are all of the projects and finished objects that I have. Trying to think of what else. I had other things to say. Oh, planned projects. So projects that, I don't know what was in this. Oh. Projects that I have planned that I haven't started. Everything in my body just popped when I turned around there. So I have two projects that I have a lot planned. This shelf down here, you can't really see. It's my sweaters quantity shelf, even though there's just a couple skeins of some of them. Anyway. So this is, I'll have to stop recording this because I can't stop sniffling. So two projects I have planned right now. I have this Fiber for the People 85 superwash merino, 15% nylon. I knew I liked how this felt. I love that base. A 2-ply. It's called Pretty Little Thing. It's a very light pink with some colorful speckles in it. very sweet. It looks more like gold, like rose gold on the camera, I think. But that's, oh, that's because there's literally a leaf right here that is like messing with it. There we go. Okay, so this, I desperately want to knit the Ripple Camisole by Jessie May. Because like that would look so cute under this. It's a, like, I desperately want to wear this outfit, so I need to knit this pretty quick. Not pretty quick. I mean, I'll probably start at the beginning of the year. It's not that urgent. So I just have 2 skeins of that. That's what that's going to become. And then I think the project I'm going to start next is going to be a sweater. I have this Malabrigo Arroyo in pearl. I bought it a long time ago because I was going to design a sweater. Didn't end up happening because I didn't know how to knit correctly. But this is now going to be, I have 5 skeins. I don't think I'll need all 5 of them, but it's going to become a Cozy Classic Raglan, also by Jessie May. Because I just want a simple thing. I don't want to do mohair though, so that's why I have a sport weight. Because it'd be way too hot. I live in, like, on the edge of Virginia, right at Tennessee, and it doesn't get that cold. I mean, it gets cold, but it doesn't get cold enough to have multiple thick, cozy sweaters. Well, Cozy Classic's not that thick, but the mohair is going to be too hot. So yeah, okay, I think those are all the projects I have planned. We're at 36 minutes, so I think that's about good enough. Trying to think if I have anything else to tell you. No, I don't. Hopefully next month I'll have more to show you. I showed you like everything that I've ever knit. Not really, there's still a lot. But yeah, hopefully I'll have more projects. I am going to start this as a monthly thing. And then if I do start knitting more, I might do it as a weekly thing. But I don't have a ton. I don't have a ton of knitting time. I work at a yarn shop. I don't just sit and knit all day though. I do some labor intensive work. Anyway. But I do knit just about all the time. It's just a lot of my projects are bigger and they're going to take a lot longer. Sorry, I'm rustling with these leaves over here. But yes, thank you so much for watching. I want you guys to leave a comment. Tell me where you're watching from, what you're knitting, whatever you want to tell me. I also have some ideas for videos if I keep this going, which I really want to because this was really fun. I really like it. I stole my sister's tripod for this, even though it's kind of the worst. But yes, I have a couple ideas. I want to do like, I really liked back in the day when I was like 18, I really liked makeup tours, like those big makeup YouTubers, which I don't watch anymore because I don't care about makeup at all. They would do like makeup tours. They were like an hour long where they would just show you every piece of makeup they had. Insane. But I want to do that like a yarn tour. I've not seen one of those and I want to see what yarn people have. I don't have a ton of yarn. I think it would be like a 20-minute video tops, but like I think that would be fun because I love my setup and I love talking about it. And my friend is sick of me talking about it because I tell him like, look what I did with my shelf, look at this. Anyway, so I don't know if you want to see that, let me know. And I also thought next month after my regular episode, I will do like a 2020 knits where I was thinking just 2020 socks because I've knit a lot of socks this year and I would just tell you about like the yarns and the socks, like the patterns and everything. But I also thought I could just do a 2020 knits because I've knit maybe 35, 40 things this year. I didn't want to count that list. I have it on my wall over there on my dry erase board, but I thought that could be fun. I don't know. Let me know what you think. And if you have any other ideas of videos you want to see, let me know. I know I'm saying all of this very quick. Also, it's the first video, so we don't know if it'll be consistent, but let me know. I'm really excited to do this. Leave a like, subscribe to see more, I guess is what the YouTubers say. But yes, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.